Hello everyone and welcome to English Valley Cafe. My name is Anne. Today in this video, I'm just going to casually chat with you to share my experience of doing a language challenge last month. And I really enjoyed doing this kind of video because I think it's a good way for you to listen to real natural English. I don't have any script in front of me, so I'm just gonna talk whatever comes to my head. I'm gonna share with you. I do have some just keywords here in front of me, in front of my on my screen, so I'll be looking down just to look at the keywords to help me remember what I'm gonna say. So this is gonna be a good opportunity for you to listen to natural English. As we go along, I will as I use some phrasal verbs or phrases, expressions, I will share it with you and explain a little bit what it means. So last month in April, I did a language challenge. And basically what I did was I practiced my Chinese Mandarin. Before I go on and talk about what I did and some of the struggles that I experienced, I'm just going to give you a brief background about myself and why I chose to speak and practice Chinese. I was born in Taiwan, but then when I was, I think, 7.5, I immigrated to the US. So I had to focus on English. So pretty much I grew up surrounded in an English speaking environment. I was, at school almost 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And a lot of my friends were English speakers. So I didn't get much speaking practice. I would say that of all the 4 skills, I would say that listening is easier for me, and then probably reading. But writing, I think, is the most difficult, and then comes speaking. So in April for the language challenge, I focused on my speaking and also to increase my vocabulary as well. So back in March, I saw on Instagram from Emma, Pronunciation with Emma. She's a British English teacher who specializes in British pronunciation. So if you want to work on your British pronunciation, check out her Instagram page and also her YouTube channel, Pronunciation with Emma. I'll leave the link down in the description. So in her stories, she was talking about this language challenge and to just practice to do something in the target language for 30 days. So there are 30 days in April. So when I saw this, for some reason, I was just very excited. I was pumped to do this. Okay, so when you're pumped to do something means that you are really excited, you're full of energy, and you're just eager to do something. Okay, so I was pumped to do this language challenge. And prior to this, towards the end of last year, I did a 30-day speaking challenge that was organized by Jonathan Huggins. So that's another really good challenge if you want to practice your speaking. I'll also leave the link down in the description. So I was excited to do this challenge. So I thought, you know what, this would be a good chance for me to force myself to get back into my learning. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this. So what I did was basically for 30 days, I did something every single day to practice my Mandarin. And like I said earlier, I focused on vocabulary and speaking mostly. All right, so the first few days, like day 1 through 5, I was on top of this. I was doing something every day to practice. It was going well, and I was sharing what I was doing every day on my Instagram page, in my stories, like, with the English learners and the community there, what I was doing. And I think one thing that I did that was because I wanted to share, with other people who are learning language or learning English so that we can, inspire each other and keep each other motivated. And so, yeah, so and in a way, it kind of held me accountable for not, to do something every day and not get lazy. So then by day 7, my brain started, I don't know what happened, but I think I was a little bit tired. And my brain started telling me, you know what, you can't do this. This is too much. And this feeling of like, just a lot of negativity and a feeling of like I'm not able to do something every day for 30 days. So there was a lot of negative voices that started telling me, no, you can't do this. This is too hard. Like, I just didn't know. I really wanted to stop, honestly, by like day 7 or day 8. And then I was like, no, but I can't. I have to do this because I know that if I pull through, oh, this is a good word, a phrasal verb. Pull through means that when you, like if you're ill, if you're sick, or if you're doing something difficult, and you are able to overcome it, we can say pull through. Okay, so this is a phrasal verb. So I tell myself, no, if you have to pull through this, you can do it. It's not hard. It is just you telling yourself that is hard, but just do something for fun every day and just practice, even if it's just like 5 minutes. Okay, so I keep telling myself that. So basically, I just kept telling myself a lot of the positive things, okay, whatever to counteract the negative thoughts that I had. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I just keep telling myself that just even if you don't want to do it or it's too difficult, it is not, because all you have to do is just do something for 5 minutes every day. So this was about day 7. Um, and yeah, I think day 7 or day 8. So by like day 9 and 10, I was better. Like I was able to, feel that motivation again and to get excited about just doing something every day to practice. So yeah, so that was the first struggle that I had. Okay, so I continue on. So basically, what I did every day was I chose something that I really enjoy doing, and usually I like to go on the internet and just find like blog posts, or I go on social media a lot. So I'm on Facebook or even on Instagram. I would find just posts or news feeds that are related to like health, spirituality, also just about self-care, self-growth. I'm interested in these kind of topics. Also, what I did was I watched TV shows like variety shows. I just randomly pick different kind of TV shows that I enjoy, and most of them are just again around the topics or the genre that I'm interested in. And I just watch that. And sometimes I watch it for an hour, sometimes 15 minutes. It just really depends on my mood and also if I'm, tired that day or not, or if I have time. So, based on different conditions each day. So that was that. And also, what else did I do? Oh, I listened to music. I really enjoy listening to music. So I listened to a lot of music in Mandarin. And also, I watched quite a few YouTube videos as well. So I would pick something that I'm interested in and I would just watch it. Sometimes, usually the first time I'll watch it with a subtitle, and then after that, some of them, well, most of them have subtitles, but the ones that didn't, I was fine with it because I just, train my ears to get used to listening and to the sounds. So I did that. So pretty much I did a variety of things. I can't name everything here, but yeah, I did a variety of things. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted what I did every day in my stories. So you get the idea. So pretty much, all the different strategy techniques of learning a language, I used it in these 30 days. So the second struggle that I had was with vocabulary words. So every time when I read something or even when I listen to music, I would, pick out like just 3 or 4 words that I know I have heard it before, but I don't know what it means. So I was getting a little bit frustrated because after 2 or 3 times of reviewing and studying the words, I still wasn't able to remember it. And so what I did was basically I just told myself, you just need more repetition. Okay, because I was already doing pretty much everything. So I was saying the words out loud, I was writing it down, I was reviewing it, and I was using it in a sentence. So what I did was to kind of help me to, have a stronger imprint of that word in my mind and to be able to use it automatically. I just basically took that word and I tried to use it, like just talking to myself. And I find that it helped me a lot because once I did that for 5 to 10 times, I finally was able to remember the word. And I noticed that as time went on, I think by like the 7th or 8th day, I was able to say the word automatically. So I know that by that time that this vocabulary word is in my head, okay? And I'm able to use it just like that. I don't have to think about it. So I think an important lesson here is repetition, but meaningful repetition. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about how to remember vocabulary words or how to learn new words and apply it in your speaking, I think I have 2 videos out about that. So you can check that out. I'll leave the link down in the description below. All right, so the third struggle. So I think it was the second week, I don't remember, but I think it was the second week. I went grocery shopping at an Asian supermarket, and also I went out to eat at an Asian restaurant. And usually when I go out to these places, even though I know that I should be speaking Mandarin to them, it's just, people will feel more friendly. And if I know that they speak Mandarin, I guess it's just kind of more polite to speak to them in that, in Mandarin. But I still have a tendency that when I go out, if I know, even though this person I know that they speak Chinese, but I know that they also speak English because they live in America, right? So at least somewhat, whatever I say with the basic English that I use, I know they'll understand me. So like when I go to restaurants, I'll still order or ask the server for, water or whatever in English because I feel more comfortable speaking English. And I know that I'm able to say it in Mandarin, but there's just these 2 voices inside my head that just says, you know what, just go with the easy one. Just speak to them in English because they know English. And besides, you're just asking for water. Who doesn't know what water is, right? Okay, so all these voices would go on in my head, and then I would just speak to them in English. But because I'm doing this challenge in April, so I made this conscious effort to tell myself to use Chinese. And so when I went to the grocery store and also when I went out to eat at a Chinese restaurant, I spoke to them in Mandarin. And I have to say, like I said, I can do it, but I just don't want to do it. So it was really good to push myself out of the comfort zone. Okay, so out of the comfort zone means that we are usually accustomed to doing things that we feel comfortable. But when we push ourselves out of the comfort zone, means that we try to do something that we're not used to doing. Maybe we don't feel comfortable doing. So I try to push myself out of the comfort zone to use Mandarin, to speak Mandarin. And, when I did it, I mean, I think I still have a little bit of accent, but who cares? I mean, I know that they understand me, and I got what I wanted. They didn't bring me the wrong dish, so that was awesome. So yeah, so I think a good lesson here is that a lot of times when you want to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing, or you're not good at, or what you think you're not good at, or just something that you don't have enough confidence to do it, that it's good to just push yourself a little bit and just let go of all the what ifs. Okay, like, oh, what if I say it and they don't understand me, or what if they laugh at my accent. And honestly, I think that what I got out the most from this is that our mindset plays a really important role when it comes to learning a language, and even in anything else that we do and we learn, because a lot of times I think our confidence is being dragged down or pulled down by a negative mindset. And sometimes we're probably 5 times better than we think we are. So I think when you're learning a language, when you're learning English, try to have a strong mindset. And I know this is difficult, but like in the beginning, I was sharing with you how by the 7th day, there's a voice in my head that was telling me, you cannot do this. This is too much. There's no way that you can do something every day and share it, with the community, what you're doing. It's too overwhelming. But once I got over that hurdle, things got a little bit easier again. So I hope that you find this video useful. That's it for this video. And if you have any comments, questions, I welcome them. Leave them down in the comments. I will see you back here next week for a new lesson.